Oh my goodness. Another week. What is this week 13
I
or
think it is, yeah.
I can't believe we're still doing it.
I know.
It's amazing. And I'm thrilled that we're doing it. Yeah, but and
Mhm.
I'm loving it more and more and more as every week we get to meet new and exciting people, and I'm grateful for having you here too. Thank you for always being with me, holding it down.
You're
No
welcome.
man is an island. I can't do it by myself. So, how's everything been going?
Good. Everything's good. How are you?
You're so relaxed. But can we talk about last week, Supernova Slam?
Mhm.
That was crazy good, right? I know. I feel like I learned a lot, and that I really have incorporated into my life. I was doing that sort of anyway, and that just kind of sealed it when he came on with that and just put it in my brain. You know what? I'm going in the right direction with my I ams. So I want to definitely keep that up. Have you been incorporating any of that in yours?
I've been thinking about it.
So no. But anyway, let's just get on to this week because this week, next week, and the following week we have incredible guests coming up. This week we have Johanna Tolentino, an amazing actress and producer and director. She's done so many things. I don't want to bore the people with my chatter. Let's bring her right in. Johanna Tolentino. Mira esa cara.
Can we do that?
Yes, we can. We're gonna bring
Oh,
that back.
wow.
Hey,
Okay.
hey.
All right, let's do this.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. I'm still trying to not be in the light. Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's like the sun is shining on us. Sun is shining.
No filter needed. No.
How
Oh
are
my God.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm in the middle of a thunderstorm here in Florida. Still trying to see you, but yeah.
Wow.
And,
So where in Florida are you?
you ready for this?
Yes.
Hollywood.
Oh yeah. I've heard of that. I've heard of Hollywood.
Florida. I'm still trying to make it. Oh, that's better, right? That's better.
Yes.
I'm still trying to make it to or on my way to Hollywood, California. That was the plan. But thank you, COVID. But I'll get there.
Soon enough. Soon enough. I know you for a long time now. And again, I say this every single week because I've been fortunate enough to have amazing guests on the show so far. Ones that, I admire all of them, all of you. But as I do my homework, digging in deeper into, your careers and stuff, I see so many things I was unaware of. I had no idea you were in Creed. I had no idea you did Creed. Did you do both Creeds?
Yeah.
You did both Creeds. And I read something that you did 2 different roles in each one. Is that right?
I did. In the first one, in both scenes, I was with Michael B. Jordan. The first one, I played a police officer, but it was like a jail cop. That's when he got arrested. Yeah. And then the second one, I played a pharmacist. Yeah. Yeah, I played.
But you have one of those faces though that you're in everything. Like you don't even realize it, and then you go, "Oh my God, that's Johanna."
You know what I mean? That a lot. I get that a lot. Yeah, I guess I get that a lot. I don't know. I just feel blessed to be able to work. When the opportunity arises.
And your first big break though was Lean on Me, right? With Morgan Freeman. Can you just tell us all about that?
Wow. Long story long. I actually went to an open call, but it was actually, I was going to support a friend of mine that her name is Linda Salgado. Hey, Linda, if you're listening, love you, mama. We're still friends to this day. She was pursuing acting at the time. I was the dancer. I was like in a dance troupe. I was, performing in different in New York and New Jersey and just different schools and different events. So my thought process was like, I just want to be a dancer. Went to the open call to support my friend, standing in this cattle call, going around the building. We finally get into the gymnasium. By the way, I was a student at Eastside High School, and the real Joe Clark was my real principal.
What?
Yes, and so was Linda.
Insane.
Yeah.
So you had a whole different viewpoint than
I sure
everybody
did.
else.
I knew him. I knew the real Joe Clark. So we're standing in line, and I'm helping her with these lines. I've never auditioned. I'm just being, helping out my girl,
Right.
She's basically explaining to me the whole audition process. And I'm like, okay, mama, you got this, you got this. All of a sudden somebody taps me on the shoulder, and I look over, and is the one of the writer, and tall guy, the bluest eyes I've ever seen. And he's like, what's your name? And of course I'm like, oh, why? Like with an attitude, like, why, And he's like, what's your name? And I was like, my first name is Luz Johanna Tolentino. For acting, I drop Luz. I go by my middle name, Johanna. And he's like, can you come with me? And I'm like, did I do something? And he's like, no. I like what you're doing. And then he introduced himself. He said he was the writer. And before I knew it, I'm walking with him into the audition room with a whole bunch of other people. And that was back in the day where they used those big cameras.
Right.
With the prompter, everything. And I'm like, what is going on? I have never done anything like this before. The director was there, John Avildsen. He walks me through the audition. He tells me that I guess somebody saw me helping my friend, and they liked what they saw. They wanted me to do the same exact thing that I was doing.
Wow.
They kept telling me, don't look at the camera, which was very hard because I was a big camera back then. I'm in there for like maybe 35, 40 minutes. I guess tried to follow direction, and I went back. Linda got her opportunity a little while later. 2 weeks later, I get a phone call that I got a call back from Warner Brothers in California. And I was so green. I was like, that's so nice. Oh my God. Okay, like, what's that call back?
Who I gotta call? Where's the phone? That's funny.
I'm like, you want me to call you back? But you're calling me. So the lady started laughing, but she was very sweet. She explained the whole process to me. The callback was back at the school. And basically all the principal actors that you saw in the movie, as far as the kids, they were all at the callback. We all made it. And 2 weeks later, I ended up with a principal role.
That's wonderful. So then that role led to so many others, and how did you kind of like, when that happens, you go, you know what, I'm going to keep dancing too, or I'm going to start making this my, like, kind of like my primary, where I'm really going to start focusing and honing in on my acting skills?
Well, I wanted to do both. And for a little while, I kept dancing. I kept, trying to just become a better dancer. But then my mother decided to drop everything and move to Florida, which is where I am now, ironically. So everything was put on hold. I had my Florida experience with my mom. She wanted to be here. She was tired of the cold, try to be here with her and my sister at the time. She was very young. And then that acting bug kept calling me, kept scratching and itching. And I was like, I got to get back. And as soon as I turned 18, I got on the first bus by myself from Florida, and I came back to North Jersey. And then I started auditioning again. I got an agent. I got I guess like an intensive. I auditioned and I won an intensive at the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater. And I started auditioning for theater as well. I just submerged myself in the craft.
Yes.
In the craft. Because it was just, I was going to high school in Florida. I had my experience here, went to a couple of different high schools. I just couldn't focus because after working in that amazing experience with Morgan Freeman, Robert Guillaume, like Robert Guillaume was like giving me advice on set.
Right.
You know, he's like, I was like, I don't know, you know, I've never done this before. And what's the next thing that you do? He sat me down. He was like, this is what you do, and you have to really want this. And you know, these are experiences that I will always cherish. And after that, I was like, I gotta pursue this. I have to. And a couple of years in New York, auditioning. I booked a couple of little like commercials. And then I met my ex-husband. And I started doing a lot of regional theater off Broadway. Then I met my ex-husband. He was a TV news reporter and anchor. Got his first break in Birmingham, Alabama. And I dropped everything for love.
Break for love.
For love.
Well, let me just say this before we go any further. I do want people to get a little glimpse of how amazing you are. We do have your reel, because I was floored. You know, when you think about some of the things you've done, Law and Order, Orange is the New Black, and the Creed movies, and then all the other commercials and other things you've done. I think it's really, when you see that reel, it really puts it all together, you know, your range. And I'm sure not enough. I'm sure, like, if you could have like a 20-minute reel, it'd be like, so let's show you reel, because
thank you.
I'm not being sweet, I'm being real.
Oh my God.
Charlie? Charlie? By yourself, little man? ¡Madre de Dios! Help! Help! Someone help!
Live around here? That one.
I want to know what you know about Dolores.
He's the Mills nanny.
Right.
She's a good person. She loved those babies. She's happy.
Right. Do you know if she has any family here?
You think she killed them?
No. The truth is, I can't find her. You know, whoever did do this, they could have hurt her too. So anything you can tell me could help.
She has a brother, Emilio.
Okay.
He lives in the Bronx too. Dolores usually spends her day off with him.
The doctor will see you now.
Lenis, mira, nena, la más buena del party.
¡Feliz cumpleaños tú! Mira, aquí te preparo un guiso especial para ti.
Mira.
Tú haces un party.
Cógelo. Para nene. Pero eso le cuesta mucho.
Gracias, León.
Ay, nena, tú sabes.
Gracias.
Te damos mucho, ¿eh? Vamos a bailar.
What's this?
But that's just, you just told me that.
I'm just messing with you. And honestly, I think it's better if you come back next week.
I won't get in trouble if I don't.
You know, he told me to reschedule you yesterday and I forgot.
Hey, where's Dr. Cole's surgery?
4 or 6. Chato, get the drinks.
Okay, Hollywood.
Chato.
What?
And no cracks about rehab or addiction, okay?
Look, I'm not going to be the one to make her cry. It's like a school of dolphins, bitch slapping a baby.
Hey, you know, Chato, get the drinks.
All right.
Gracias, Chato.
Hola, mami.
Saludo. ¿Le gusta tu oficina?
Sí, callada.
Tú sabes que hace 19 años Ramona tuvo un bebé. Un bebé tan bonito. Me lo dio en adopción.
Y era muy joven, no tenía apoyo, no tenía trabajo.
¿Qué? No, yo no-
Óyeme, oye, tu papi y yo nos acabamos de casar y nos íbamos a Nueva York. Queríamos un hijo más que nada en el mundo. Pero los tres pensamos que era lo mejor para ti. Que aquí tú ibas a hacer lo que tú quisieras.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, thank you.
That's amazing. Oh my god. When you watch those back, what do you think? What runs through your mind?
I'm such I guess a method actor that I kind of go back into those scenes. Yeah, like the serious scenes. I'm like, I try not to like cry, and I'm like, oh, you're not doing that anymore. I don't know what it is. Seriously, like I go back to them. That's why I don't like to watch them too much, because I feel like, ooh. But I mean, it's nice. It's nice to see your work. I'm not one of those actors or actresses that I can't see myself. I don't mind. I don't like to look at them all the time, but I don't mind seeing, because I think watching your stuff shows your growth. You know, whether it's acting, whether it's singing, whether it's dancing, playing an instrument, painting. I mean, I don't know. It's just my opinion, to each his own, but.
I feel the same way. I mean, in my early years in music, I used to always shy away from wanting to go back and watch it. Or if I did a photo shoot, it would take me like days or weeks before I could even look at those pictures, because I was just already like imagining they were going to be awful, or the recordings or whatever. I'm just really a harsh critic on myself. And I've changed so much now. Now I've accepted everything, and that's growth. It didn't happen overnight. You know, it just comes with seasoning and just kind of getting accustomed to seeing your work and trying to critique it from the right place. Exactly. You know what I mean? Because you do have to critique it for sure, but it's where the intent of that critique is coming from. I think that really matters. Really quick, the last portion of that clip was your own show, Whatever It Takes, right?
Yes.
We have to talk about this, because like you doing, it's just amazing. You know what you've done, and I think you mentioned that maybe it's coming back, and so please tell us all about that.
You know, Whatever It Takes is such a special project, because it was the first project that I co-wrote at the time, co-directed and produced. Wow, 6-7 years ago, maybe a little longer than that. But it was loosely based on my life. And the main character, the lead was, the name was Rosalie Rojo. And it was about Rosalie and her family, the Rojo family, which is basically my mother's side of the family. And how, you know, Rosalie was this actress, you know, a struggling actress, had put her career on hold, was trying to get back into the industry at a later age, you know, excuse me, and her struggles with the industry accepting her, not just, you know, her age, her body, her figure, her curls, whatever, but also her, you know, her struggles with her family, and you know, her relationship with her mother, which was not a great relationship, and she was working on that. Her relationship with her sister, who, when I started writing Whatever It Takes, her sister was you know, a former alcoholic, and then her relationship with her sister's children. So it was all these dynamics that I was throwing in there, and some worked, some didn't. You know, it was the first time that I started writing. Again, growth. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about producing my own stuff and directing. I learned a lot about collaboration. I learned a lot about working with different types of actors. I had amazing casting directors. Hello, Serena and Terrence. Well, you know Serena, your cousin.
And Terrence.
And Terrence, yes, and Terrence. And they were amazing. They guided me. They helped me out. I had a great support system. I decided to write this and direct this, and then unfortunately, I started going through a separation in my marriage. So when we started putting everything together, then my marriage started falling apart. Then I had to put everything on hold. And then I went back to it again with a lot of support from my closest family, my industry family, and I started shooting mini episodes and writing mini episodes. We shot our pilot. And I think we shot our pilot, and then we shot about 3 other episodes after that. So then it was put on hold. I put it on hold. I went through the divorce. Divorce crushed me for a while, had to kind of regroup. And now I'm rewriting it. I'm rewriting the whole thing now.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming to life again. I also pitched it at the time. I pitched it to a couple of different networks. It got passed, but it was a great experience because I had never pitched, anything. So I was able to pitch it and learn, okay, no, we're passing, or okay, consideration, or whatever. So now,
sorry.
It's okay. So now I'm rewriting it, and I'm trying to see where Rosalie Rojo, comes back, how she comes back. I think this time around, once we start shooting it again, I definitely want a new actress to play Rosalie. And there's going to be some new characters and new dynamics. And let's not forget that Miss Kelli Sae sang the lead.
Oh yeah.
Whatever It Takes song.
Yeah. Are you going to have that same song, or are you going to pick another song?
I love that song. I can't part with it. It explains the whole, storyline. That song talks about it.
Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to think of the lyrics. Coming.
Go ahead, girl.
I'm just trying to think of how it goes. Coming, swaying, making you crazy, shaking those hips, licking those lips. Sexy, so fly, making you high. Teasing, pleasing, all that Spanish fly. Ain't nothing like a such a pretty mamita coming to greet you.
Yes.
Ain't nothing like a Latina, caliente, bonita. Latina. Oh my God. Like, I don't think I've sung that song. I used to always put that in my shows. And then I think somewhere like, you just keep writing music and you can't put every single song in the set list. It's like 90 minutes or 2-hour show. You can't do 30 songs. I want to, but so like little by little, Latina phased its way out, but I did hear it recently, like on Spotify or something. And I was like, oh my goodness. And it has that energy. And I start laughing because I hear some parts in there that, I like to joke around in the studio a lot. And I heard me like, ha, aha, I see, aha. Like, what are you doing?
Really? That song is fire. That song is fire. I cannot part with that
over the top. But those parts are so over the top because I get in there and I just lose my mind. I'm like, like, what are you doing? And then I decide to like leave it on the record. I don't take it out. I leave it.
Well, no, I mean, listen, like I said, it's being rewritten. It's a new storyline. Rosalie is in a new venture. And I can't wait. I still have another like 4 or 5 episodes to complete. But I'm having a good time with the storyline and her new journey.
So when are the next episodes coming out? What's happening?
Well, I don't want to drop anything until I'm completely done writing it. I still have at least 4 to 5 more episodes to write. And then once I'm done, then I'll definitely start casting. Like I said, I don't see myself playing Rosalie anymore. I really want to just stay behind the scenes this time and just, I want a beautiful, amazing cast. And I know New York has it. I know New York has this cast. Yes. And I want to give an opportunity to some, some new talent. And yes. I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I want to be more behind the scenes with this. I want to just allow and just, I really look forward to seeing the words come off the paper and come to life through other people.
I get it. And that's beautiful. But with that said, I want to ask this question. It's a little bit of a touchy subject, but I'm going to ask it anyway. You said this beautiful cast, New York, that kind of thing. What is your feeling, if any? Have you seen In the Heights? I know about the backlash. I know all about that. Do you have any thoughts on any of that? I'm curious.
Yes, I did see the movie. I enjoyed it. I did. I hear what everybody was saying. I really do. I heard what everybody was saying. I know that Lin-Manuel, I know this was a concern before, I think in the show years ago. This was brought up as well. I do appreciate the apology that he gave. It felt so sincere and genuine.
Yes.
Also from the director, But again, as a producer, as a director, as a writer, and I've gone into casting sessions for the stuff that I produce, it comes down to the ones that are the best for the part. So I understand what they were looking for. I get it. I understand what they were looking for. And when I've held casting sessions and an actor walks in the room and they bring that they are that character. You're like, oh my God, thank you. Because casting is no joke. It's a grueling process, So I understand what everybody was saying, but again, I have to stick with it's who was best for the part. But yes, Washington Heights, predominantly it is Dominican and predominantly is Black Dominican, and Puerto Rican. I get it. So moving forward, I know and I hope that the representation will be there. I focus a lot on that. I'm Afro-Boricua. I consider myself Afro-Boricua. So I want a representation of my people in the stuff that I do and put together. So I'm trying to be as impartial as I can, but as a producer and as a director, I completely understand when an actor walks in and shows you and they're giving you what you wrote. They're giving it to you. You're like, thank you.
And then it doesn't matter what you look like if you're doing that.
Exactly.
If that's the case, like if that is the case,
yeah. If that is the case.
Because sometimes maybe they are giving you what. How do I say this without it coming off wrong? Maybe the other ones were giving you the right thing too, but visually it was the wrong thing for what you had subconsciously in your mind. Because I do think that subconsciously on some levels there are some feelings that are not right in oh well, it should look like that. I think I saw a clip today on Instagram. I don't remember her name, a singer who was discussing, that she's a darker singer and that, they somewhere along the way that they felt that darker skinned ones shouldn't be singing rock and roll. And it's gotten and when the founders of rock and roll were dark people, right?
Yes.
Right. But as time went on, as you can see, and she was saying, I'm not making this up, it's on there. She was saying, as time goes on, even with rap music, you start seeing that's phasing out, and then the M&Ms are phasing in, and then the R&B, and then all of a sudden the darker, it's not R&B darker ones anymore. It's the lighter. And you think maybe subconsciously on some level that it's more about attractiveness or whatever versus the skill necessarily. And it's a hard conversation to have, but it's a real thing.
It is a real thing.
Right. So
yeah,
it's happened to me when I was auditioning for things, and I was told for certain things that when a director or casting person had in their mind that it was going to be a typical you want what looks like an African American woman. That's really what you want, but you like my voice, and my voice sounds African American to you, but I'm not looking African American enough for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I've been told that. It's like, okay, great. You know, well, what are you? I was like, well, I'm Black and I'm Latin. You know, I'm Afro Latin. I'm those things. Like, but you don't look like that. And I was like, but I'm that. But visually,
to them, you don't look like
and
that.
this is what I'm saying. So perfect. I have the voice you're wanting, but I'm not having the skin type or the features that you're looking for. And so even though I'm giving it to you, I'm not giving it to you. I'm not giving it to you how you really want it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's an unfortunate thing, but it's just, I've learned to kind of, you know, now it's a little bit different for me because now I'm not doing those kind of auditions or anything like before. It's different. But when I was going out there in the world for those types of things, it was a hard pill to swallow. Mm-hmm. It was a hard pill to swallow versus that I'm noticing that it's more of a casting more than it is about the talent or whose voice is the right voice or who's the right. It's more of the what faces and what is the blend of people that make for a more interesting thing to look at. What do people want to pay money to see? Mm-hmm. That's what it's and the bottom line is $1, you know, a thing, not, you know, and I think now there is more inclusivity little by little, things are changing, but too often still we're being left behind. The ones that look like us and the darker ones and the browner ones more left behind.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that's also one of the reasons why I decided to write my own stuff. And I can't stress that enough for, you know, new talent coming in. Yes, audition. Yes, continue to work on your craft. Yes, you know, take your classes, continue to study and all that. But if you feel like you can write or you want to write your own story, go for it. Go for it. Tell your story. Because I don't think we have enough of our content out here still.
Right.
You know, so yeah.
Remember, I wrote my play and I was looking for a director. And that's exactly what that is. Is like, that's just me as an artist who's a creative person. It's not even, as you know, I've never had the theater bug or anything like that. But what I had is I had a need to want to tell my story. I had a need to write this in this way, blah, 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 whatever. And it just so happens that it happened just on the very beginning of when the pandemic was really hitting hard. And so I only got to do it the one time. I didn't get to put it up for longer, but now hopefully things are changing and I'll be able to really get it up the way I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
But I go to what you said. I was interested in having not me be in it. I wanted to be in the background and have actors portray it and have it be as a play eventually, not just as a one-woman show, because I really do like being in the back. I really do like, you know, putting the pieces together and like letting it be what it's going to be. So I get you with that. So
it'll come to fruition. It's going to happen.
It will. But drop us, you know, drop some jewels on us. Tell us, you know, what's more besides wit, besides anything, you know, your dreams, your aspirations. I want to know everything.
Well, you know, as far as getting back into the mix, aside from Whatever It Takes, I am producing and I might be directing a film. It's still pretty new, but one of the guys from Lean On Me, he was in Lean On Me. One of the guys, the singers, remember the kids that sang?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, they're actually a real group and they drop a few albums. The album name was, the group name was called Riff, R-I-F-F. And yeah, they were on Arsenio Hall back in the day. They blew up. They dropped a couple of albums and they're still performing. They're out of Paterson, New Jersey, which is, you know, where I grew up. So Michael Best is one of the singers, and Michael and I are getting together and we're actually looking for a script writer because he's basically taking his experience, not only coming out on Lean On Me, but his experience being in the group band. And then also his family experience with, I believe, his mother and going to church. And I think they were in Baptist or Pentecostal religion, that experience. So we're putting together a film. So you're going to see more about the whole, when they got the part and to be in Lean On Me. And they got, their first album. So a lot of that's going to be in there. So we're just putting our heads together. We're working on that. We're looking for a new writer. And then definitely see us hopefully shooting this next year. So that's something that's on the works, and I'm excited. And I think that story should be told because that group went through a lot. They're all amazing. Those guys are very talented, singers.
That is amazing. Yeah. I mean, we don't have much more time, but I don't want this to end without people seeing a little bit of whatever it takes. I know they saw a little bit in your reel, but I think that I saw this and I loved it. I was laughing so much. So
okay.
I want to share this. So let's share it.
Oh, hi. I'm Johanna Tolentino, the producer, content creator, writer, and star of the series, Whatever It Takes. I'm here to get together with my cast to talk to you guys about raising money to shoot our biggest and best episodes yet.
Here's your water. You're welcome.
That's my daughter. Whatever It Takes, a series about a struggling actress, Rosalie Rojo, who has to choose between her struggling career as an actress and her family.
Hey, Johanna, I think the camera people are looking for you.
Oh, I'm kind of shooting right now. I'm on camera.
Oh, well, okay. Well, my name is Marco Soderman, and I play Henry, and it's like kind of about me. So you have to check the show out.
Thank you, Marcos.
Hey, I need to get with it. I'm just saying. you know what I'm saying?
This show is about family and the struggles that we all go through as a family when our backs are against the wall. So we've already shot a couple of episodes, but we want to shoot some more.
Hi, I'm Gina Tuttle. I'm playing April Rain in Whatever It Takes, and I think that the show kind of revolves unconsciously around April Rain because my back is against the wall. I have so many different types of actors to take care of.
I think the makeup chair is open.
Oh yeah, no, I need a rice cake. I'm just like, I mean, my character's on a diet. I'm on a diet. Anyway,
one of the great things about this show is the cast. It's not about one of us. It's about all of us. Hello?
Are you shooting the pitch video without me? How can you shoot the pitch video without me? The show is about me, Elaine the Diet.
I'm in the middle of shooting right now. Sorry, I can't really.
Joanne, hold on. I got Brian Wilson on the other line. Hold on. Hello, Brian.
Hey, Elaine. It's Brian. You hear from Joe? I know she's not trying to cut me out of this campaign video. I'm the one who's supposed to talk about all the perks. The original signed scripts, the special DVD with the behind-the-scenes footage, and Whatever It Takes T-shirts.
I know. Shooting it without me too.
I hear you, Chica, but I was on the wire.
Oh. That show is so old. Who cares? All you ever play is the anyway.
So much like the Rojo family. Anyway, if you like the show, go ahead and donate to the campaign right here. And even if you can't donate, that's okay. Just go ahead and share on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all over social media. Thanks so much for having me, and I look forward to making you part of the Whatever It Takes family. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil John. He plays Chato in the series.
Phil.
Hey, are we shooting here?
Yes, we are. Yeah, I'm shooting.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah. Guys, don't you see I'm trying to beg for money here?
Couple coins or something. I don't know.
Let's go ahead on. You know what? Let me just take this back from the top.
Stupid! Got a couple of technical issues there, sorry.
Yeah. Whatever it takes.
Oh, wow. Oh,
that's so funny.
We had so much fun. That was like what do you call that? To raise money and stuff like that, and
fundraiser.
Yeah, fundraiser.
There's another name for it. I forget what crowdfunding.
Crowdfunding, yeah. And oh my God, we had a blast. And that cast, that was my original cast. They're all so talented, so talented. And listen, some of them will be coming back. That's all I'm gonna say. Right?
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And you know, I'm here for you. When you get ready, let us know. You can come back on here, and you know, we'll make sure that we get people watching it. It's very exciting to put up anything. I get that, and you know, we're always, you know, going to be here for you. So thank you,
Kelly.
Thank you so much, and let everybody know where to find you on your socials. I think Sophia has that up. There you go. So on Facebook,
yes,
there you go. Follow her. Follow me. Yeah, you can also. What, mommy? What?
Follow us.
Yes, follow us. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and everybody, especially like the diehards, have been Harren and DJ Drez and C Boogie, everybody, Jerry just joining us tonight, and Mark, and so many over the last 12 or 13 weeks we've been doing this. This is crazy. I can't believe it.
I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you. This is amazing.
Thank you. And I mean, it started out as one thing, like just as something that was part of my newsletter, and then it's evolved into like an actual mini little TV thing every week. It's like, it's almost like we're putting on little TV shows every single week. And it's been really, really.
And it's going to keep growing. It's going to keep growing. So
it's a lot of fun, and I enjoy it, and I hope that people are enjoying it as much as I am, hanging out with my, you know, my peeps, and introducing great, talented people into, you know, other people's lives that maybe they don't know those people. So it's pretty amazing. Oh, so let's talk about next week. She just reminded me, and we have Valerie Gent. Next week, our special guest is going to be, oh my gosh, the incredible Valerie Gent, who's another longtime friend and an incredibly talented vocalist and musician, songwriter, and just all around philanthropist, all around great person. So I'm excited to have her in the mix with us, and she's going to be talking about everything she's doing and more. So if you're not busy next week, everybody chime in.
Yes.
Tonight. And we want to thank Johanna once again. And Sophia, come on back, please, so we can thank you for being in the room with us. Sophia, my girl, who helps on the back end with everything, and she needs more credit. So yay, Sophia. Thank you. Yeah. And so we'll see you all next week right back here for Wow People with Kelli Sae. And Valerie Gent is my special guest. So, peace and love, everybody.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Bye.
Bye.